Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This time we're going to cover the Devblog on the future of the ecology. It states many of you would like to see the ecology take on a larger role in Wakfu. This proposal came in 5th in our community survey at the end of 2018. In 2020, we intend to improve the ecology and ecosystems considerably. Over the past few months, we've evaluated several possible evolutions and would like to tell you about the one that seems to have the most potential and get your feedback on it. This isn't a devblog post describing how the ecology will function in exhaustive detail, but rather an overall presentation before we start developing this feature. Overall vision. Here's how we can summarize our vision for the ecology and ecosystems in Wakfu. Monsters and resources are part of ecosystems through food chains, and players can modify ecosystems in depth to obtain rewards and personalize their world. Possibilities. We would like to give players more control by offering new possibilities. Shape ecosystems. By moving species, monsters, and resources between zones, deciding to favor certain species over others. Unlock considerable bonuses for experience, loot, and species spawn rate with a high level of satisfaction. Bonuses apply to dungeons as well. Allow species to reproduce and proliferate on their own in their zones without the need to plant them. Adjust the value of certain resources by controlling the availability and rarity of each species. How it would work. We can summarize the future ecology mechanic with these 4 major mechanics. Note that what we're using the word species here to refer to both monsters and harvestable resources. 1. Capturing and releasing monsters and resources. Players will be able to capture species and then release them in their zones to make them flourish elsewhere. We would like to allow players considerable freedom to shape ecosystems in the game, and players' actions must have visible repercussions in the world. The level of the zones will remain set, and the monster's level, power, and experience will adapt to the level of the zone in which they are present. It won't be possible to release a monster whose level is higher than the level of the zone where the player is trying to release it. Example, players have captured Moogers, level 44 on average, and released them into a different level 120 zone. The released Moogers and those that will appear in the zone will be 120. Level 120. They show an example here with Miliboo wolves, planting them over in the Kenya Plains area where the Bleeblies are, which is kind of funny because I've fought both Bleeblies and Miliboo wolves in the past 2 videos. That's kind of funny. What are the odds? These little scenes illustrate Greta, the ecologist, who has captured a wolf, brought it to another zone inhabited by Bleeblies, and released it. The wolf will then devour the Bleeblies and proliferate, and the zone will become inhabited by wolves. Species satisfaction. Each species will have a satisfaction gauge that will be influenced by the availability of food, the conditions in the zone, temperature and humidity, and the absence or presence of predators. Players' actions on ecosystems will therefore be important, and if they want to maximize species satisfaction, they will have to ensure that they are living in zones that are suitable, have enough food, and are not eaten by other species in the zone. Rewards. The more satisfied a species is, the higher its loot and experience bonuses will be. This bonus will also apply to dungeons. Example, the Beowulfs have a high level of satisfaction, so combats in the Beowulf dungeon have a large loot and experience bonus. Species satisfaction levels will also have an impact on the spawn rate and the rare species rate. Automatic proliferation and reappearance. Monsters and resources will no longer need to be replanted, and species will proliferate on their own in zones as long as there is room for them. A zone could never remain permanently empty of monsters or resources, as species would reappear on their own without player intervention. This way of operating lets us ensure that the ecology is not unnecessarily punitive for players by depriving them of activity in certain zones. In the current system, the risk is having zones that are empty of monsters and resources. We would like to shift toward a system in which the risk is not finding the specific species you are looking for. This scene illustrates the passive reappearance of trees after they were savagely chopped down by Bolsonaro. Come on, Bolsonaro, why you chopping all those trees down? You gotta replant them. Kappa. Guarantees. We would like to give players much more control to make it so their actions have consequences, but we nevertheless want to provide the following guarantees. There will always be a way to reintroduce a species that has disappeared. Any given zone will never be entirely empty of species, thanks to the passive proliferation. The species satisfaction system will not provide penalties, only bonuses. No living species and no developers will be harmed during the development of this feature. Share your opinion. Feel free to share your opinions on this evolution of the ecology by answering this survey and adding your comments below this article. Well, pretty cool. Seems like there's quite a bit of feedback already. Yeah, this is going to add a lot of variety and just balance throughout the whole entire world. You can have like level 120 peewees, level 120 gobbles. I wonder what this is going to do for OSAs. If this is going to like mess up. This guy already left a question about it. They didn't really go into detail, but I'm sure they will in the future. And this is kind of cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below, okay? I'll see you in the next one. Bye.